Commissioner Peter Warriner, Queensland Ambulance Services, representing Commissioner Russell Bowles. Mr Vinajit Singh, who has been the family's spokesperson for a number of months now, and certainly since the tragedy. But most importantly, the family of Manmeet Alisher, Mr Ramsarup Sharma, Mr Manmeet Alisher, Ms Rupinder Sharma, Ms Amandeep Sharma, and unfortunately Manmeet's mother Krishna Devi was too distressed to actually come this time. So our thoughts are with her at this very important time. Could I also acknowledge two individuals who put themselves in the front line on that day to assist, and that is Mr Peter Buxton and Mr Aguk Noak. Ladies and gentlemen, we will commence with an address from the Lord Mayor. Lord Mayor.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Councillor Owen. I just, ladies and gentlemen, also commence by acknowledging traditional custodians, extending my respects to the elders, both past and present. To Mr Graham Perrott, the Federal Member, to the Honourable Mark Bailey, Minister, the Shadow Minister, Mr Steve Minikin, Councillor Steve Griffiths, the local councillor, also to Mr Singh, representing the Indian government here today, and thank you for making the trip to support the family, Mr Singh, to be with us. And I acknowledge also the Honorary Consul for India here in Queensland, Mr Chana Singh, Commissioner Ian Stewart, Assistant Commissioner Neil Gallant, to other members of the emergency services that have gathered here today, to the family of Manmeet Sharma, or Manmeet Alisher, otherwise known, particularly to his brother who will speak today, Mr Manmeet Alisher, but to all of the family, we say welcome to you in this time of memory and time of reference. Can I also just acknowledge former workmates and colleagues and friends of Manmeet Sharma, to Peter Buxton and to Aguk Noak, who were, as Councillor Rowan said, on hand first when the tragedy occurred. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am honoured to join you today to pay tribute to the life of Manmeet Sharma, otherwise known as Manmeet Alisher. 1 year ago today, in Brisbane United, in the face of Manmeet's tragic death, the time Manmeet was just 29 years of age. He started with Brisbane City Council as a bus driver 4 months prior. He was known as a genuine, friendly, hard-working person, and hundreds of people banded together to remember his legacy. There were candlelight vigils held not only just here in Brisbane, but in Hobart, in Perth, in Melbourne, in Sydney, in Wagga, in Bendigo and in Cairns. Manmeet was always willing to lend a hand. He worked hard to help support his family and also other young Punjabi men settling here in Brisbane. In the days following his death, Brisbane City Council established a trust fund. We commenced that fund with a donation of $10,000. And it warms me today to say that the outpouring of support from Brisbane people has meant that that fund has grown to in excess of $130,000. It's been raised, of course, to support Manmeet's family in India. The death of Manmeet was deeply affected the whole of the community, and indeed it affected the nation at large. And while Manmeet's body has been laid to rest in his native village, we are immortalising his legacy by today naming Luxworth Place as Manmeet's Paradise. Manmeet's Paradise will be a place of peace and reflection. Not far from the Moorvale bus stop, the thousands of people who were touched by Manmeet find their way back to Manmeet's Paradise to remember their brother and friend. To the family, we again express our deep sorrow and trust that you will be comforted in knowing that Manmeet's memory will live on through the dedication of this park. I know it was the family's wish for this to be a small ceremony today, but I say to the family, however, to please see this attendance as a symbol of love and respect for Manmeet and an expression of sympathy to you, his family, from the people of Brisbane.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. I would now like to invite to the lectern Mr Vinajit Singh to provide an address.
Honourable Lord Mayor of Brisbane City Council, Mr Graham, Chairman of Brisbane City Council Angela On, the Councillor of Maruka, Mr Grift, and other leaders of the different parties from Australia, and especially a person who's a leader of our community, Mr Manjinder Singh Sirsa from Delhi, MLA Delhi, Pinky ji, Pilani ji, and the family. On behalf of family, today we really feel in peace and love after see this place. Because of 28 October 2016, incident of murder happened here at this place and this bus stop. On that day, we requested to Angela, we requested to Brisbane City Council to just put some memorial for Manmeet Alisher, and I appreciate, and on behalf of Indian community, we are really thankful to you, Lord Mayor, for making this beautiful memory. We hope it will go on. It will be a place of love, peace and humanity. Because we are believing in humanity, we are living in humanity, because Manmeet was a great human, a great man with a great dreams. He came to Australia just to fulfill his dreams, just to make his life better than anything in the world. He always said that this is a country of justice, this is a paradise on the earth, this is a heaven on the earth. So you put the name Manmeet's Paradise. Manmeet is still living in our hearts, still living in this air, living everywhere. He's no more with us, but his memories, his words, always with us. And I'm really thankful to all the political parties, all the members of the government, especially Lord Mayor and Angela On, Pinky ji and Pilani ji, Archana ji is sitting there, because Indian High Commission, they also supported very well in every aspect. Wherever we want, wherever we requested to them, anything, for the media also, they really supported us in a best manner. Whatever they can do, out of the way, whatever they want to do, whatever we want to do, they always did a wonderful job. From my core of our heart, we're always thankful to Angela, General Secretary of the Delhi Shromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee. That's our religious, very big institution. So I request you, whosoever, because you are in the Delhi government also, you are sitting in Delhi, if from anybody from the Australia, we need to make some joint organizations, so it can't be happened in future incidents like this one, a murder like this one. So we need that if somebody goes from Australia, like Lord Mayor or some leaders who did a wonderful for our community, Punjabi Indian community, you should appreciate over there just to make honor, because it's an honor. We need to make a big relations between our community, Punjabi community, especially with Australians. So I request you to also do something good for the Indian, Punjabi and Australians. So thank you, Lord Mayor, for making such a wonderful memory for Manmeet and for family. It's really a big relief from the pain. Thank you, Angela again. Thank you, Brisbane City Council. Thank you, everyone, media, and especially all my Punjabis, all my friends who are standing over. Navdeep is there. So everyone, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinajit. And I'd now like to just double check with Amit. Are you okay to speak briefly? It has been a very difficult day with prayers at the temple this morning.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਭ ਦਾ। ਬੜਾ ਮਨ ਦੁਖੀ ਆ, ਕਦੇ ਬੋਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਦੇ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਵੀ ਪਿਆ, ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਪਿਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹੀ ਦਿਨ ਉਹੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਕੀ ਬੋਲੀਏ ਕੀ ਨਾ। ਮਨਮੀਤ ਬੜਾ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਇਸ ਮੁਲਕ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਇਹ ਮੁਲਕ ਮਨੁੱਖੀ ਅਧਿਕਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਰਖਵਾਲਾ, ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਦਾ ਮਨਮੀਤ ਦਾ ਕਤਲ ਹੋਇਆ ਮਨ ਉੱਠ ਗਿਆ ਇਸ ਮੁਲਕ ਤੋਂ। ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਪਾਗਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਚੁੱਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਥ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਾਥ ਦਿਓ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮਨਮੀਤ ਪੈਰਾਡਾਈਜ਼ ਪਾਰਕ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਗੌਰਮੈਂਟ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਦਿਵਾਉਣ 'ਚ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਥੈਂਕਸ।
He's Amit, elder brother of Manmeet. He can't speak in English. He says, I'm in a pain, our family is in a pain by the death of Manmeet. We are looking for a justice and we'll keep fighting till we get justice. And we hope that we'll get justice in Australia. He's thankful to the people of Australia who stood by him. And he wished his brother would have seen this the way Australian people stood by him. So he's thankful to the people of Australia, to the City Council also, and is looking for a justice to Manmeet, and definitely we all will be looking for a justice and looking for the unanswered questions. Thank you. On the behalf of Amit, the elder brother of Manmeet Shil.
I would just like to invite Mr. Ram Sharoop Sharma to come forward, and we might just have to ask everybody to move to the other side so that Mr. Sharma can unveil the plaque first. Just so that the photographers can get a clear shot. Would the family just like to stand next to the plaque? Thank you. I would now like to, once the family takes their seat, I would like to invite Mr. Peter Buxton, Mr. Agupnaok, and the Commissioner of Police, the Assistant Commissioner of the Queensland Fire and Emergency Services, and the Assistant Commissioner of the Queensland Ambulance Services to please come forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will have time later to read the storyboard, but the storyboard does acknowledge not only Manmeet, but also all of the first responders who were there on the day, and also refers to the individuals who assisted.
Pretty hard to put the photo. We don't want anyone's back. Very nice.
I would just like to also invite forward Mrs. Achana Singh as the Honorary Consul for India, the Honourable Mark Bailey MP, Mr. Graham Perrott MP, and Councillor Steve Griffiths, and Mr. Steve Minikin MP as Shadow Minister to also come forward and join in the photograph. Thank you, everyone. And on behalf of the family, I would like to convey their appreciation for the respect that has been shown to them today, and the example of dignity that has been extended to them by this local community. So I know that there will be some people who have brought floral tributes. So if I could ask the family if they would just like to take a seat for a moment. And I know the Lord Mayor has a floral tribute, and there may be some other people with floral tributes. If you would like to come forward, and you are welcome to lay your floral tribute at the plaque as well. Is there anybody else that would like to bring forward? The Honourable Mark Bailey. Councillor Steve Griffiths. We have representatives from the Rail Tram and Bus Union. And if there are any members of the public that would like to come forward, we welcome you to do so now. So when people get a chance to actually see the plaque actually reads, "People inspire people." And that is certainly what Manmeet aimed to do. And I think his legacy will continue to inspire us. That is the end of the formal part of today's ceremony. The family will just take a moment. Obviously it's quite a significant impact on Manmeet's sisters, as this is the first time that they've been here. So if people could just respect a little bit of space for the family for a few moments, that would be greatly appreciated. And then once the family move out of the area, you're welcome to come in and read the storyboard and see the plaque. So thank you for your attendance today. Thank you for your exemplary approach to respecting the family. They do greatly appreciate it.